Okay, this actually looks pretty good. I thought that it was going to be too dark in here, but it's actually looking like not too bad. So today I am doing an Amazon haul, and I did just today post a blog post with everything linked in it. I have a description on each thing, basically kind of what I'm sharing right now, if you prefer to read it versus watch a video. But if you're new here, my name is Brittany Schmidt. I do a lot of lifestyle type videos. I do vlogging, makeup. I talk about food, Amazon stuff. If that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing. I try post a video every week. Obviously, I'm not perfect, so it's not perfect all the time, but I try and aim for like once a week, hoping to start getting more out in the near future here. But let's get into this Amazon haul. So the first one I want to talk about, I think I've had these for maybe somewhere between like 3 to 6 months, and I actually saw her name is Kiki Chanel, I think is how you pronounce it. Her real name's Kylie, but I think her channel name is Kiki Chanel. I think she may have did a vlog style video. In that video, there was a clip where she was writing on, it was a notepad, but it was a blank calendar, and then you fill it in. And I've never seen that before. And right away, I went to check the description box, and I don't think she had it linked. I don't know where she got it. She got it from TJ Maxx or something, but it wasn't from Amazon because I couldn't find the same one that she was using. And I thought that was such a good idea, just a blank calendar in a notepad form, and then you just fill it in yourself. So I was like, wow, I could use that for bullet journaling because it takes me forever to make the calendar portion on a bullet journal. If you know about bullet journaling, there's a ton of YouTube videos. I can link down the girl that I watch and just follow to get ideas. I'm sure she's probably the most popular one. Like when you type her name in, it's probably the first one that pops up. But anyway, if you don't know bullet journaling, you make a calendar, you draw it out, but it takes forever. Like you have to make the boxes, and you fill it in, and then you can decorate it however you want it. So I found these, I'll just rip this page off. I found these on Amazon. It's a blank calendar, and it's in a notepad, and it's just blank, and then you fill it in, and then I typically put the month, whatever month it is, up here I write it in, and you peel it off, and then you put it in your bullet journal. It is a little bit big. I couldn't find a smaller version. The ones that she was using in the video, it was a lot smaller, so it could fit into a notebook easier. So this one I have to typically fold over. I usually just fold over this green part, and it's not a big deal because the whole reason I want this is because it saves so much time when I'm bullet journaling. Like, I mean, I'm cutting the time in half for making bullet journals now, and I like it because you get a ton, and they're blank, so you can just fill it in. I love these. And it also came with this one. This is a weekly one. I don't know if you can see it. It has like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then just a little bit of a note section here. And this just came with it like this. I think this was around $10. Like I said, check out that blog post. I have everything linked there. But yeah, I've been using this. I use this occasionally. Like, obviously I'm using it this week right now. But yeah, love this. Love this purely just for saving time. That's what I love. And I like the idea that you don't need to buy a yearly calendar every year. You know, you could probably just buy this and create your own. I don't know. I love these. I'm so happy that I just didn't know these existed. So when I saw that in her channel, I was like, I wonder if they have those on Amazon. So, and they do. All right. Next thing I want to talk about is about 6 months ago, I noticed that my eyelashes, I felt like they were getting thin and not very thick and just kind of maybe a little bit shorter. Nothing bad. Really, truly, it's nothing bad. I know I have pretty decent eyelashes. I've just been blessed with good eyelashes, but I just noticed throughout the years, I feel like they're getting a little bit thinner, especially 6 months ago when I noticed it. I was just looking in the mirror and I'm like, man, I feel like my eyelashes are like falling out and not growing back. I don't know, they're just not like as full as they used to be. But I know there's people out there that have it way worse, like way, way worse. So I'm really trying to like not complain about that much. So I saw Jessica Braun was talking about this lash serum, and she was using it on her eyebrows. I definitely do not need anything on eyebrows, but this lash serum, the idea of it is it's supposed to be used for, you can use it for eyebrows or eyelashes. And I looked it up on Amazon, and it was $60. And I just cannot justify spending that much on a little tube of this lash serum. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't want to spend that much. That's basically it. I feel like, and then you have to repurchase it too, especially if it's not working and you want to repurchase it to keep trying it. I just didn't want to do that. So I went down the huge rabbit hole. I was looking on YouTube on how to grow your lashes out, like if there was some DIY or like household item that helps grow your lashes, just to give it like an affordable price, just something in that affordable price range. And I saw that a lot of people were talking about castor oil. I went and looked it up, and then I kind of went down the rabbit hole, see if it was legit, you know, if there's a special castor oil that I should get. I kind of fell down that rabbit hole for a while. Basically, what I was finding off of YouTube, I was seeing in the comment section, a lot of people were recommending this one. I was looking at a ton of different videos. There's no way I could link the exact one where I found this comment. Like, there was just tons of recommendations. So, long story short, basically, I went on Amazon and some people were recommending this one. This had a ton of reviews, almost 5-star review. I think it was definitely under $10, that's for sure. I can't remember exactly, but it was definitely under 10. And it comes with this jar, and you get the tools with it too. So this is supposed to be like an eyeliner. You put it right there. And then this is, you're supposed to use this for your eyebrows. I use it like a mascara is how I've been using it. Trust me when I say a little bit goes a long way. Like, do not just dip this in the jar. What I do is I pull out the little, here. I pull this out, and then this glass part here is full of the castor oil. I literally just take this and then wipe it on that glass part. Same with this, and you get plenty by doing that. Do not like dip it in. You're gonna get way too much. It's gonna get in your eye. I was so surprised. I went in with the attitude like, all right, it's under $10. It's not gonna hurt to try it. Better than $60. Like, I'll just give it a go. I set the bar low. You know, I thought this was gonna be something where it works for some people but doesn't work for everyone. So I just like really stayed level-headed. But I figured it's under $10. Like, what do I got to lose? Like, whatever. Also, castor oil, from what I was reading, it's really good for your hair. So if it doesn't work on like eyelashes or here, worst case, like try using it in your hair or something as like a hair oil if you're trying to grow your hair out. That was like kind of my mindset. I'm like, worst case, if it doesn't work, I'll just use it to hydrate my hair a little bit and help that grow. See if it does anything there. I'm not even kidding you. After about 1 to 2 weeks of using this every single day, multiple times a day, I noticed a huge difference in my eyelashes. They looked so significantly healthier. They looked longer, they looked thicker, they looked fuller. Everything about them looked better. And the best part, which I was not expecting this to happen, the best part is when I was using it the next day. So I usually days I didn't wear makeup, I would wear it in the morning and at night. Otherwise, I was just putting it on at night after I took my makeup off and showered. Then I just slept in it. Because I get that it can kind of get annoying, like this goopy stuff on your eyelashes. I can see how could be a little bit annoying for people. So like the next morning when I would go and put makeup on and I would do my mascara went on so much easier. I mean, so much easier. I can't even describe it. It was just a really satisfying feeling, like taking your mascara out and then putting it on. I don't know, like this stuff like separates your eyelashes nicely, so then the application of mascara went so fast and so smooth and applied so beautifully. I don't know how to describe it, but this stuff worked. I noticed a difference. It just, the application of mascara feels so much nicer. This stuff works. Under $10, I definitely say give it a shot. Totally worth it. You have all the tools you need too in here to apply it onto your eyebrows or eyelashes, whatever you're trying to use it for. It worked, and I think it worked fast from my own experience. The next one I have, so I've been eyeballing this Weekender bag for a long time, but even on Amazon it's kind of pricey, which is why I never pulled the trigger and bought it. It took me a long time, but basically what made me end up buying this is because I was checking a bunch of other websites for Weekender bags. I know Soul Society has a really nice one that I've been eyeballing, but I just don't want to spend the money on those. They're really expensive, and I think this Amazon one is bigger also. So that was another reason why I ended up going with the Amazon brand one. I figured basically how I justified it is this year we are doing a lot of traveling, well, as much as we can because like COVID and everything, but like next weekend we have a wedding that we need to attend to in Colorado. The move from Seattle to Austin, I used it, and then we have a couple other trips coming up here. So that's basically how I justified buying this. But I finally pulled the trigger and bought this ginormous Weekender bag. So there is a bottom part, and how they advertise this bottom part is you're supposed to put shoes in it is the idea. I don't think you could fit a big clunky sneaker in here, but if you could fit like a flat shoe or heels, like I put a bunch of heels in here the couple times I used this and just laid them sideways. I actually ended up putting my makeup bag fit at the bottom here because I didn't bring a lot of makeup the last trip we went on, so I was able to squeeze it down here. And then in here I just put all the clothes. There's some zippers. And then I know some people really like, back here is where if you have a suitcase, you can slide it through the handle of the suitcase if you have one of those rolly ones. So then you have this sit on top of your suitcase. They have two different sizes. I got the biggest one because I guess I was just thinking might as well. I've been looking for a big Weekender bag for a while, and I didn't want to buy the smallest one and then regret it and then wish I would have bought this one. And then they do have a couple different colors. I just got the black striped one here. But yeah, I really like this. The couple times I've used it, I've been happy with it. This is all I plan on using next weekend for that Colorado wedding that we're going to. It holds a lot. I really liked it. I was happy with the purchase. I actually thought it was bigger than what I was expecting. I know there's some comments on here that thought that it's not as big as they think because this bottom part takes up a lot of room, but I thought it was bigger than what I was expecting. But yeah, I really liked it. Definitely recommend. Great for traveling, great for like a carry-on bag too. Was really happy with that purchase. So the next one, I'm gonna just insert a picture up here because they are buried deep in our closet right now, and I can't remember if they are 100% in that closet, so I just didn't want to like pull everything out and not find them. So I'll insert a picture, but it's these packaging cubes that I was talking about. I think I talked about in an Instagram story a while back how I bought these packaging cubes because Jessica Braun talked about how her and her husband travel way more than my husband and I do, like way more. And she says that she uses packaging cubes because she thinks that they actually hold more. I think like word for word what she was saying. This was a video that she made a long time ago. I'm not sure if I would even be able to find it. But I remember her saying that she goes, I don't know what it is or like how these work, but every time I use these packaging cubes, I'm able to hold more in my suitcase than when I don't use them. And I used them once on the move from Seattle to here. I don't know if I'm going to use them next weekend because it's just a quick weekend trip. But I definitely think if you're doing a long trip, 4, 5, 6 plus days, definitely recommend these because I 100% notice a difference. Like I said, I only used them once, so I don't want to vouch too much for them, but when we moved from North Carolina to Seattle, I definitely was not able to hold as much stuff as I did when using these packaging cubes. I don't know, I just was able to squish more clothes into the cubes themselves. The main reason why I wanted to get them, which is completely solved the problem that I was having from the last couple times we traveled and I didn't use packaging cubes, my suitcase would get so unbelievably unorganized because when Josh and I do long trips, we always try and work out at the hotels and we go swimming and we're constantly pulling stuff out of our suitcase. There's, sometimes we buy stuff along the way and we just throw it in our suitcase, but these packaging cubes make it so incredibly organized. It's so much easier. Just the time saving that you have in the morning because it's organized from the cubes makes it so much easier. I love these just purely because they're saving me so much time in the morning, like getting ready. Like you have all your t-shirts in this cube, you have all your jeans in this one, you have like your bra, underwear, socks in this one. Like it makes it so organized. You're able to hold so much more and you're just saving so much time in the morning getting ready because just it's organized so you know where it is. Like, oh, I want this shirt. You can see everything better in them. Yeah, I loved these packaging cubes. I think they were around $10, maybe less than $10. Like I said, everything's going to be linked below and you can go on that blog post that I'll link also. And another thing that's really cool with this particular packaging cube set that I found, there you get a lot of cubes in them. I actually don't even think I ended up using all of them because you get so many. I think there was one or two that I didn't end up using because I just didn't need to use it. So you get a lot of cubes that'll help keep your suitcase organized. I agree with Jessica Braun. I don't know what it was. I was definitely able to hold a lot more with those cubes. I don't know. I don't get it either, but it worked. Next thing, in the last 6 months, I bought a lot of sneakers or shoes that require, well, you don't have to, but you need like no-show socks for. So typically my outfits are a graphic tee and then some sort of jean shorts or jeans, depending on the season. So I wanted to get some more sneakers, just like basic shoes to wear. I do have a few no-show socks, but they always slide down. Always. They are always slipping off my feet. And the sad part is the kind that I got them from Famous Footwear years ago. I got them. I mean, back when I was in high school, I think I purchased a pack of these no-show socks, and they were kind of expensive for socks, in my opinion, and you didn't get that many in a pack, but I know Famous Footwear is typically a little pricey, in my opinion, and they suck. They just always slide down. I constantly was messing with them throughout the entire day. I always had blisters on the back of my heels. It was just a nightmare, these no-show socks. So because I purchased a bunch of shoes that I'm going to talk about in a little bit here, I found a pack of these on Amazon. I think these were around $10 also. I think most things I'm talking about are around that $10 mark, except for this duffel bag. This was by far the most expensive thing. But these socks are incredible. I mean, I would get rid of all my socks and just purchase these, if I'm being completely honest. They are so comfy, like softest, nicest socks. They fit my foot perfectly, never slide down. I think it's because, I don't know if you can see it, there's these little grips, and this is on the heel, so toes, heel. And I think this is what's making it so they don't slide down. I've worn these a bunch of times. These are clean washed. I know they're a mixed match. This is just what I grabbed. But yeah, they had a bunch of colors. They had black, this tan beige color. They had white. They had straight gray. I think they even had pink in there. And there was a ton of different sets you could get. I got the black, like this set. This was a whole set. But you can get all black if you wanted to, or the pink, gray, and white one. They had a bunch of different kinds. But yeah, these are so comfortable. Like, usually when I have these socks, I usually just pull them out when I'm wearing those specific shoes that I'm going to talk about in a little bit here. And then when we get back from whatever doing, I just end up taking them off right away. But these are so comfy and stay up so nice that they're just perfect, where I end up just wearing them the entire day because they're that comfy. I never ever need to mess with them. I can't remember ever like sitting in a restaurant and then trying to adjust them. And these have been through the ringer too. Like when we moved to Austin, we went to downtown Austin and walked that area the entire day. I mean, morning to night we were walking, did not have any issues with these at all. So love these socks. I can't, like I said, there's a bunch of different pack options and color options, so it's just whatever you want. I think I got a pack so I got 6 of these ones, 6 of these ones, I think is the one that I got. Best like sock purchase I've ever made in my entire life. Way better and way cheaper than that famous footwear brand that I got. Oh yeah, so this one I'm gonna have to insert a picture also. My husband moved them and I don't know what he did with them, and he's not home right now, so I'm just gonna insert a picture. So when we like shower, we watch Netflix, or sometimes I know he listens to podcasts, audiobooks. I watch YouTube videos in the shower. I know it might be weird. I'm sure there's other people that do it, but whatever. That's what we do. That's this habit that we developed. We watch TV and listen to stuff in the shower. So we always have our phone in the shower. So we used to be able to just put it, like lean it up against the wall and the phone wouldn't get wet or anything. But now in this apartment, we have a standing shower. So there's nowhere to put my phone when I'm showering without it getting wet and damaged and ruined and all that. So I went on Amazon to try and find a clip of some sort that could stick to the bathroom wall and I could set my phone on it. And I ended up finding these. I'm looking at my computer right now. Sorry, that's just where my notes are. I ended up finding this. It's advertised as a razor holder. Like I said, I'll insert a picture of them. It's inserted as a razor holder, so it's literally like this metal sheet that curves up, and then you stick it to the wall, and then it holds your razor. Well, I bought a pack because, again, they had to be under like $10, and it holds my phone perfectly. I have a case on my phone, and so it makes it a little bit thicker and a little bit heavier. Haven't had any problems with it falling. You know, in the shower when it starts getting like kind of hot and steamy and everything, that doesn't affect it at all. I don't know, it holds my phone perfectly. It's supposed to be a razor holder, but it's been holding our phones fine. So, and you get a pack of 4, so I have 3 more of these little razor holders that I don't know what to do with because I really just needed one, but I think it was cheaper to get the 4-pack than a single one, I think is what ended up happening. But yeah, we've been using it as a phone holder in the shower and it's been working great. It's like a small little thing that made a huge difference. That's what I wanted to talk about in this video. So next thing, this was actually a direct recommendation from Jessica Braun. So I had a travel mirror and it was really, really old, and it was one that you like can spin around. Well, that spinning portion, it was just really old and it started not holding it in place. So if I tilted the mirror, it would just fall backwards, is the best way to describe it. It defeated the purpose of a travel mirror. You want it to like sit up, and it just was not doing that. It was just falling back down. So I ended up getting rid of it. And I saw Jessica Braun talked about this big travel mirror that she got. And I liked that it sits like this and you fold it up and then there you go. It looked like that. I like that it has this little leather thing here, so I don't have to deal with the past issues I had with my travel mirror. But I love how huge it is. It's ginormous. And I traveled with this a couple times now and I haven't had any problems with it. I haven't had it like shattering. It's super sturdy. The leather's really nice. It cleans nicely. I like that folds up like super thin so you can just slide it into any travel bag. I actually put it in this duffel bag and it was perfect. So yeah, it's a really great travel mirror. If this were to shatter, I would repurchase another one. Long story short, yeah, I love how big it is. Love that it like folds. It's not like a twisty one. Yeah, really happy with this. This again, somewhere between 10 and 15 bucks maybe. Don't quote me on these prices. I know Amazon changes their prices a lot too, which is why it's better just like look at the links. It's way better. These ones I was really excited about. So kind of what I was talking about when I was talking about those no-show socks. In the last 6 months, I bought a lot of shoes that are just basic, plain, solid color shoes because I noticed that typically what I wear is some sort of graphic tee and then some sort of jean shorts, pants, leggings, like something in that realm is what I wear day to day. And I noticed I didn't have any good walking sneaker, like a shoe that's really great, that will match with everything, that's super versatile, and it's great for walking long distances. So for example, I was telling you guys how when Josh and I first moved here, we went and explored downtown. We just parked and walked. That's kind of how we operate. We just park and walk to a lot of places. So I wanted to get a shoe that was comfortable to wear every single day and like is versatile and can match with a bunch of outfits. And I have a lot of sandals that works for, but all the sandals I've ever tried and all the ones I own, they're great, but once you start getting to that like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in the day when you're just like walking places, I feel like sandals just in general don't get comfy anymore. And like it's despite like any sandal. I have tons of sandals and all of them, once you get to like super long in the day, hours and hours and hours go by, I just feel like it's not comfy anymore. So I saw that those black Vans that a lot of people wear and they're checkered. Some of them are checkered, some of them are just a solid color. A lot of people have been getting those as their like everyday casual shoe for outfits that I talk about, like the graphic tee and some sort of like jean shorts. I just didn't want to spend that much money. No reason that I didn't want to. I just didn't want to spend 40, 50, 60 bucks on a name brand like Vans. I don't know. I was just being cheap, I guess. I just didn't want to spend that much money. So I found Amazon had these. And they're basically like a Vans knockoff, and I cannot describe it. These are by far the comfiest sneaker I have ever worn. Under $20. I think I bought them, when I purchased them, they were around $17. Best purchase ever. I've worn these. You can tell I've worn them a ton. I've worn them while we traveled. I worn them the day that we were walking all throughout Austin. So comfy. The no-show socks fit perfectly. I loved them so much that I even went on and I went to see if they had any other colors available. And I think I'm going to buy, I think they have a red pair that I want to get. I can't believe how comfy these are for under $20. I was blown away. Like I thought maybe this part was going to rub, just like kind of being skeptical. No. So incredibly comfy. This is the Amazon Essentials brand too, so I cannot talk enough about these, how comfy these are. I wish I would have bought a white pair in them. I think the white pair was sold out when I purchased them. These like just are perfect, super versatile, exactly like the Vans, just a black and white sneaker that will fit with tons of different casual outfits. I was so happy with them. Super affordable. Definitely recommend. I'm blown away with how comfy these were. I was really expecting them to like get worn out after one time or just maybe like kind of fall apart. No, these are still great. I wear them all the time. Yeah, so happy about that. I think I have a couple more. Oh, I have one more. So this is another one I'm going to have to insert a picture in because we're currently using it and I just didn't want to like clean it off for this video just to put it right back where it was, but I'll insert a picture. So this kitchen that we moved into, this Austin apartment, is super tiny. There's like no counter space, at least in the kitchen. There's no counter space. There's no cabinet space. There's barely any sink space. It's just overall way smaller than the place that we had in Seattle, which is fine. Like, we're making do with it. So we used to have the sponge and the soap, and we have a separate cast iron scrubber. We used to have them on the counter, but we have literally almost no counter space in this kitchen. So Josh found this sponge holder that sits inside the sink. Again, I've never seen this before, so I was really surprised, and I thought it was perfect. He sent me a picture of it, and he's like, what do you think of this? I'm like, that'd be perfect, because we don't really have any counter space, so it'd be nice that it fits in the sink. And when we were in Seattle and we had the sponge and the cast iron cleaner sitting on the counter, I was constantly having to clean the counter because it would drip on the counter, and then, you know, it gets gross, and like if you let it sit too long it gets moldy, so I was just constantly wiping that area. So I really like that this just basically drips off into the sink, so then that takes away that whole cleaning part basically. And I love this thing. It was just like a small, it's like the phone razor holder that I talked about previously. I like how it's a small thing that makes like a huge difference. So it fits, like I said, I'll get a picture of it. It sits right in the middle part. If you have a sink that has like the two sides and there's that metal thing that splits it, it goes right in the middle, that center metal divider thing, and then you put all your stuff in it, and then it just sits there, and it's been really nice. I don't really need to clean the back of the sink as often anymore, and it holds everything perfectly. I don't know, yeah, I think that was under $10 too. Yeah, just really happy with that little simple purchase. But that's all I had today. I did have a couple more things, but I couldn't find the links to them on Amazon, so I think they might be like discontinued or they don't sell them on Amazon anymore. But I already started typing up 3 other blog posts for Amazon hauls, and then I started a couple of off ones that are more geared towards like tech or like a guy Amazon haul, like stuff that's probably geared more towards men. I started those. Those will be, I just started them, so I only have 1 or 2 things on those lists, but yeah, I do have 3 other big just Amazon hauls that are getting ready to go. So yeah, we purchase everything from Amazon. We love Amazon, especially nowadays, like everyone is ordering off Amazon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoy making these and showing you guys what are the little things that have just made our life better. So if you guys like this video, please consider subscribing. I try and upload at least once a week, hoping to start uploading more in the near future here. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!